How you going?
Bit soggy.
G'day guys, welcome to episode 10 of the Gap Lap, our gap year lap of Australia. We're in sunny Broome at the moment, making the most of today's weather, cooking some brownies. Have a go here, almost done. There is a camp kitchen here actually, but it's a half marathon that way. And with today's weather, there would definitely be a swim leg in there. So we're gonna finish this off, tuck in for the rest of the day, and then hopefully the weather clears up the next couple of days and we can show you what we get up to while we're in Broome.
I don't know where I'm going to be able to hang this jacket. It's drenched.
Should we check this brownie? Hang on. Oh, almost there.
I'm so hungry.
We've been waiting all day for a break in the rain to go and empty the toilet, but it appears that's not coming.
Oh, no better time than now.
In other news, it's days like today that we really appreciate being in the van and not in a rooftop tent. Might not be great, but can't complain with a solid roof over our heads.
After an astonishing 140 millimetres of rain fell in just 36 hours, the clouds finally gave way to beautiful weather in Broome, with exception to the smoke which wafted through from nearby burn-offs. Although we hadn't yet escaped the full effects of this downpour, we enjoyed exploring the town and a sunset camel ride on Cable Beach.
Is that you or the camel?
You never know.
It's one tired boy after the camels.
I was just saying to Georgia, I reckon I'd be less tired if I walked that distance. It was good fun, but...
And then we've come back to this stunning view. Check that out.
Our plan for the next few weeks took us up to the iconic red dirt landscapes of James Price Point on the Dampier Peninsula, to Derby to prepare for rough roads and water crossings as we head into Winjana Gorge, Tunnel Creek and any other destinations along the Gib that we could get Franklin into. This had led us to Kununurra and finally into Lake Argyle. A quick trip to the information centre dashed our plans for James Price Point as the road in had been closed due to the rain. But additionally, it was pointed out that free camping on the Dampier Peninsula had recently been banned. Since then, comments in social media groups and reviews left on Wikicamps say that's not the case, but regardless, with the road closed, we decided to move on. This was our first backup plan for where we're going to stay tonight, but the last review was that it was closed for mustering.
That is a padlock on the gate and it says...
Mustering in progress, no entry. That's that idea out the window.
This looks really hectic up there.
Interesting. Not what I was expecting.
Private property warning, trespassers will be prosecuted.
Okay, option 2 isn't what we have expected. So we're going to go check out option 3, which should be a sure bet because...
Oh, don't say things like that.
It should be a sure bet because it's got like 80 different reviews on it and some of them, or a couple of them, are from within the last 2 days. So let's go have a look. Finished cooking our very first camp oven meal for our trip. We'll pop this lid open and have a look. Whoa, have a look at that. So this has been cooking for, what, about 3 hours now?
Yeah, 3.5-ish.
After spending 2 peaceful nights at Ellendale Station, we headed into Derby, although we didn't realise it was a public holiday, so most places were closed. We spent a further 2 nights at Birdwood Downs waiting for road condition updates to come through, but unfortunately our waiting was in vain, as the update still had a considerable part of the Gib closed, as well as access to Winjana Gorge and Tunnel Creek. There was, however, one consolation prize to show for our patience. While it's only very short, the road into this tree is one of the roads that opened up today for us. It was closed when we first got in here. Very interesting. So we decided to scrap plans for the Gib and take the longer, sealed highway through Fitzroy Crossing and Halls Creek up to Kununurra instead. As it wasn't our initial plan, we weren't too sure what we'd find heading this way. Good morning.
Morning.
We've just woken up in probably one of the best overnight rest areas that we'll potentially find on our whole trip.
Yeah.
We didn't even plan to stay here. It was just the last place we were at was full. There's meant to be crocodiles here. We came for a walk last night to see if we could find them.
We couldn't.
We couldn't. What did we find instead?
We found a subscriber.
A subscriber. So that was really nice. We've come out for another walk this morning and heard from a couple of people.
There's been crocs out this morning, I think further down on the banks, but we've just come from that way and we haven't seen them, so we're hoping they might be over on the other side of the river, so we're crossing over now and we'll walk back the other way.
Our very first sighting. Crocodile. Tiny. Well, these ones are. There's 3 out here, and then there's another 3. Oh, that probably made you dizzy, sorry. Out in the water here somewhere, you might see the ripples from them. So at least 6 crocs. We spent last night camped at Leicester's rest area. It's a 24-hour stop just north of Halls Creek by about, I think it was 80 k's or so. I had to go up fishing last night, but didn't have any luck. You could see the fish, couldn't catch them. We didn't see any crocs here. This is the Wagabun Community Bush Camp. $40 for the night. There's huge grounds to park on. So go park wherever you want. There's some campfires set up and it's got amenities, toilet, shower, whatnot. There's meant to be a gorge somewhere down there. Might go for a look, probably tomorrow. And then this swimming pool here, which we're told there's no crocs in. But I see some. Oh, there's a third one. Just freshies. After travelling 1,300 kilometres and camping at many unforgettable spots since leaving Broome, we finally rolled into Kununurra. But with 1 night left before Lake Argyle, the road wasn't done with us yet. Just west of town, the bitumen turns into gravel, and we followed it, straight into an adventure we won't forget in a hurry. Here's another spot where roads are closed at the moment, probably due to the water as well. The Parry Creek Crossing, Parry Creek Farm, we can get to, well, we should be able to get to where we're going tonight.
No, we can't get anywhere, there's guards on the road.
Yeah. I can't even beep them out of the way because we realised about 2 days ago that my horn stopped working. Something else to look into. Can I come past, please?
But you can't just send it. We don't know how deep it is.
Check it first. After doing the right thing and checking the depth of all the puddles we came across and navigating them without issue, we may have gotten a little bit too comfortable.
Yeah, house.
I should probably check this one.
Yeah. Oh,
I can probably just drive it slowly actually.
I think you can sort of see it.
So there's no hole.
Yeah.
That one.
There's a hole.
If anyone from Wyndham is missing this number plate, my Toyota Hiace front end loader just scooped it up out of one of the river crossings here. So hit me up. We're gonna ride the rocks on the edge.
I think you'll still. Just have to remember coming back.
Yeah, big hole in that one. One last challenge stood between us and our campsite, a fairly rutted out downhill section of track, with doubled up recovery boards barely making a dent in one of the holes. Clearance has often been an issue for us on our lap, and today was no exception. This is my diff clearing. Camped up at Buttons Crossing at the moment. It's a bit of a mission to get in. Not sure how we'll go getting out tomorrow. But there's crocs in the water there. I'm gonna go for a bit of a fish, not get too close to the bottom, too close to the side, sorry. So here we go. We've got a pretty big day ahead of us today. Firstly, getting out of here, which could prove a little tricky, and then we need to do some grocery shopping in Kununurra.
We're going to stop for a swim first.
Yesterday we stopped in at Black Rock Pool, but we thought we might leave the swim for today because it seemed like there were a lot of people coming down this way and we didn't know how big this place was and whether we'd get a site down here. But it's massive. You could have 500 people camped here. Didn't catch any fish, not that I tried very hard. I lost a lure.
Didn't you lose two?
Oh yeah. Oh, right, I forgot to keep going about our day. So, leave here, go swimming, get to Kununurra, do some shopping, then we go to Lake Argyle. We've got 4 nights booked in Lake Argyle, and yeah, we just figure out what the place is like and what we can do and relax a little bit.
I don't think we came in right
No, I
here,
think
but-
we did come
Oh yeah, we did come through here. Yeah.
Oh, here's one for the turntables. So the other day when we were at, was it Mary Pool, we had one of our subscribers find us, which was pretty cool. And when we pulled in here, we looked down and I thought, hang on, that boat looks familiar. I've seen that before somewhere. It's a YouTuber with a massive following. Like, you'd know who they are. 33,000 followers on Facebook, and I'll drop in how many YouTube subscribers they've got. They're camped up just down the road from us, 50 metres away. Alright, I reckon we walk this and have a fresh look at it. This hole here is about as deep as my knee. Doesn't look like it in the video, I'm sure. And then over on this side, you've got the same thing, longer. So it's kind of hard to pick a track where you're either, not going on a big angle or not risking smashing the bottom of the van into one of the humps. I think I'm going to do similar to what we did on the way down, but in reverse. I'm going to put the boards back in that hole, but I'm going to drive on this side this time so that I can see the boards out the window. Stick on this side all the way up, hit the boards, get out of here. I'm just going to run the left side of the van up against these bushes.
Yep. Looks like your truck's still there. I don't think they went over it. That was a video on the way down. That's cool.
After an uneventful trip back to the highway, we got our jobs done and headed into Lake Argyle, which turned out to be one of the highlights of our whole trip so far. We'd thoroughly recommend taking a sunset cruise as there's so much to see, including some of the 25,000 freshwater crocs, and to learn about, like how the base of the dam wall is 340 metres thick, tapering to the width of a single car at the top. Like all good things, our stay in WA eventually came to an end, but with extra time up our sleeve from skipping the Gib, our next episode takes us thousands of kilometres from our planned route around Australia. Thanks for watching, and if you have any comments or questions, please don't hesitate to drop them in.